Bushidokai Dai Ich is an open hand kata. It involves the use of knife hands, ridge hands, palm strikes, all open hand techniques, including blocking. Using the clock system, step into a right cat stance towards 5 o'clock. You're blocking with a left outward hooking block, a straight punch. Throw a front roundhouse kick into the midsection, land, push down with your left hand to knock the hand down, stepping through short, trapping down with your right hand, then extend your right foot further to a knife hand into the bridge of the nose or the top of the mouth area under the nose, then lunge into a cover stance with palm strike. Following the left palm strike, which finishes the first sequence, step back into a left cat stance towards 7 o'clock, drawing in your opponent from their punch with a right hook block, and then execute a right roundhouse kick to the midsection. As you land, trap the hand down with your right hand. Start to move forward into a short stance, trapping with your left hand, then strike with the left hand into a knife hand across the bridge of the nose or top lip, and then lunge forward with a right palm strike into a cover stance to finish section 2. Step your left foot across into a right back stance with a knife guard position. Next, check over your right shoulder, stepping your right foot across into a cover stance, relatively short, facing towards 45 degrees towards the back, and execute an extended knife hand outward block with your left hand. Immediately, a left claw action to the eyes, followed by a right palm to the face and a left palm to midsection. Follow that through with a left ball kick, land forward into a knife guard position, checking your assailant. The next sequence is at 6 o'clock, where as your opponent lunges towards you, you execute a low right side kick to the knee, followed by a dropping inside knife hand downward onto the back of the neck of your opponent, and then an over the top dropping knife hand, outside knife hand down onto the back of the neck to drop your opponent. Do a 180 degree turn towards your left, stepping across with your right foot into a right back stance and knife guard position to prepare for the next sequence. Move your left foot towards 12 o'clock into a cover stance whilst dodging a strike to the head and a left palm block. Deliver a right ridge hand to the jaw of your opponent, then grab them by the collar or shoulder area, pull them into a right outside knee to their ribs area, land back, pulling them downward with your right hand, and deliver an overhand left knife hand down into the back of the neck area at the base of the head. Step through towards 12 o'clock in a left back stance, knife guard position, in readiness for the next sequence. Repeat of the previous sequence, only this time step forward with your right foot into cover stance, blocking with your right palm and dodging at the same time as you deliver a ridge hand to the jaw of your opponent. Then grab your opponent by the collar or shoulder cuff area and pull them into a left outside knee, landing back at 45 degrees into a squatting stance whilst you deliver a right knife hand over the top down to the base of the neck area. Step through into a right back stance, knife guard position in readiness for the next sequence. From the knife guard position, lunge forward into a cover stance with a twin palm strike to the upper chest area to drive your opponent backwards away from you. From there, come through with a right ball kick driving into their midsection to buckle them over. Upon landing, grab the opponent with your left hand, pulling them downward and then around the jaw area, and then deliver a downward right palm as you pull up with the left to snap the neck sideways at the base of the neck. Step across with your right foot into a short cover stance facing 6 o'clock. Execute a downward X block to capture a ball kick to your midsection, grabbing the kick, move it, sweep to the left, step in, short thigh kick into the groin area / inside thigh area. With both hands at the same time, strike a ridge hand, reverse knife hand that is, into the groin area whilst you thrust a forearm jolt into the throat of your opponent. Grab the groin area and then thrusting forward with your right, do a lunge forward into a cover stance, driving your opponent to the ground. Now drive a left heel thrust kick downward into the opponent's groin. Pull your left foot back into a right cat stance. From here, immediately throw a reverse elbow into the midsection of your approaching opponent. Immediately, a right knife hand into their groin, and then step your right foot back into a right back stance as you do a lifting reverse elbow back up under the jaw of your opponent to snap their jaw. From there, immediately step across so that you step across with your right foot to face 12 o'clock into a right back stance and a knife guard position, preparing for the final sequence. In the final sequence, as you prepare for your final attacker, step up into a squatting stance. As you do so, deliver an inside knife hand style strike across the eyes using a 4-knuckle strike to drag across the eyes and blind your opponent. With the same hand, that is your left hand, grab them around the side of the head, pulling them into a right palm to the ear to bust the eardrum. From there, continue to pull them into a right horizontal elbow to the side of a jaw, and then letting go with your left hand, swap with your right hand, hooking the back of their neck, draw them down as you drop your weight into a low stance, draw them down, pulling them down, and deliver an overhand kill strike with your outside knife hand down into the base of the neck. Deliver this with a loud kiai to finish your kata. Then step your left leg up into a yoi position, hands open. And then reset, closed fist.